Jake, just talk about being out of camp and what you guys, how you feel as a line right now that you guys are together line.
Being out of camp feels good. Not being on such a strenuous schedule. I finally feel like I have some free time, kind of unwind and relax. As far as the offensive line is concerned, I think the depth chart was posted out maybe today or yesterday. So pretty much everything you see on there is correct, and I feel good about our depth. I feel good about the way we've gelled over camp, especially towards the end. And it was a hard camp, and I think it really brought us all together. We went through it all together, and I think the future looks good.
How quickly did you realize Sonoris was back? Like before he got hurt, pretty quick.
We kind of knew immediately. As soon as he started carrying the ball, he looked just like midseason form, just like he did last year. So we knew Sonoris was back. Could just like you said, the way he ran the ball, he did extremely well. So.
Kind of being the veteran of the O-line group, do you tell some of those younger guys on there? Do you tell them about how important it is to not just for taking the quarterback, but who they were taking and draft maybe one of the best quarterbacks in the country?
We try not to go down that road, more so as we need to do our job. And for young guys, I know when I was younger, I went through a lot of growing pains. We're going through a lot of growing pains, but that's just the way it is everywhere. So it's more so understanding on how to do your job, and then there can be serious implications if you don't. The fact that we have probably one of the best quarterbacks in the country back there makes the stakes a little higher, but at the same time, it's more so just about everybody doing their job. It's like the way Chris is playing right now is like night and day from last year. He's really come along, and the light bulb just kind of clicked for him. So he's doing really well out there. I'm excited to have him starting at right guard this Sunday. So this summer he's put in tireless hours of hard work. He's always there extra after we get done lifting or running. He'll always do extra sets, always do extra reps in the weight room. And he's worked really hard, and he's earned it, and he deserves to be out there.
Talk about Nacho, what you've seen from him. He's such a big guy. You got some experience last year. What have you seen from him in the game?
Nacho is a really big guy, and he's tough to move, just as tough as D linemen move. And Nacho is that tough as an offensive lineman, so he's really strong. He's really explosive. Like all of us, still has to get better. We also have to get better, but he's shown some good signs, some good flashes during camp. Those guys are pretty good. We go out there every day and we play against, I think, one of the top defenses in the country every day. A couple years ago, whenever we lost Scruggs and Dexter, it was kind of hard to really know what was going on with them. But this past spring, you could really feel them out there. So every practice, you're going against good players every day, and it just makes you better. And we see a lot of the gains that we would be getting. They were getting stuffed, and the way they fit and the way the physicality is just. It's been a lot better, and it's good to see.
There's been a lot of talk about gap control. Do you see them staying in their spots a little better than maybe a year ago?
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest things about experienced defenses is guys really work to do their job, and that's kind of the theme of the team. But everybody works to do their job, and one guy will come out and make the play every time. So they're doing an excellent job, gap control, and making plays.
There's some concern because the defensive tackles have had some injuries. Can you talk to Phylon and Dunn and what makes those guys good?
Well, experience. They're both extremely experienced guys. They've been playing for 4 years, going on 4 years this year. So they kind of know the tricks of the trade. I like to think they cheat out there a lot whenever we're going against them. But I'm just kidding. That's just kind of we go against each other every day. So you got to try to find every kind of advantage you can. But those guys are really good players, really strong, really quick, and really gap sound. So. You can tell they've both gotten a lot better throughout their careers here. I've been here the whole time. Brandon's been here, and for going into Bear's 4th year, it's also his 5th year. I've been here with him for 4 years, so it's you can tell those guys are really, really coming out of their shells. That's what I'm. You know what I mean? It's a continuous cycle of defense always trying to cheat us out of right technique.
How much different is it around campus, the atmosphere? Do you sense that fans, students are more excited for this season than they have been for any other since you've been?
You can definitely tell. Just the way people are talking, the way campus is buzzing, people are definitely more excited than they ever have. Coming off a good season. This will be my first season where we came off a good season, so you can definitely tell the difference. The expectations are high, and with that buzz, that is going on campus, and we definitely have to kind of tune it out because anything outside of the system is just noise at this point.
This isn't a glamorous team like Florida. It's not a rivalry like Kentucky. Since the time you've been here, some of the lesser teams have given you guys a lot of trouble. Do you think you guys have outgrown that part of performance?
I wouldn't necessarily say anybody plays a lesser team. I mean, everybody's on scholarship. Everybody's gotten recruited. There are some games where we haven't played up to our ability. I guess a lot of people would say we played down to the competition, but I know when I watch film, I see good players every week, and it's more so about going out and executing and our mistakes. So we can't really focus on anybody being a lesser team. I certainly don't think Ohio's a lesser team. They have a lot of good players, a good system. They're very gap sound on defense, and they're very well coached.
How many times have the coaches told you that they need to stay? I'm sure you don't know. Now, does that come up? Because that seems like that's something you can use as a little.
We maybe a couple times, but nothing too serious. I mean, they know we've heard it, but they went out and they won a football game just like we're going to try to go out and win a football game ourselves. So you have to approach everybody the same. You can't think just because they went and they beat a big team that they're going to come beat us. We want to go win every game, so we can't focus on that kind of stuff. They don't dwell on it too much. You do hear it, but it's one of those things. They're a good football team, and we have to prepare as such.
What do you do on the first Saturday of college football when you're not playing?
Probably watch some football. I'm excited to see what all the teams out there are working with this year. There's going to be some really good games in the kickoff in the first Saturday. This Thursday, I don't know who's playing, but I'm sure it'll be a couple good teams. So we'll be preparing for the game, obviously, and any downtime that we have, we'll be just kind of kicking back and watching some college football.
Have the coaches cautioned you guys about when you're watching these games, all the attention that Teddy's getting, not to let that go to your head too much going into this game?
I mean, they kind of keep us grounded at all times, just the way they coach us. So it's just a mentality that we have to have of no matter what anybody says, it's just noise outside the system. So we can't let that become noise inside the system. I know Coach Strong says that a lot. He says that a lot to us, so we can't really listen to that kind of stuff. So I would definitely say he urges us to block it out, because at the end of the day, what we see on film and what we go out and do on the field is that's our resume. And until proven otherwise, and all the rankings and all the hype, it's just hype.
How would this offense be better if it is than last year? What would make it better?
Just more guys having more experience. Explosive guys knowing that they're explosive. Our receivers know that they're good players, but you try to be confident but not cocky. If you know what you're capable of and you're more confident, you'll just play better. So I think having that confidence and having a certain air about yourself, that'll make you a better player, and that'll make us a better offense. But confidence can't be confused with cockiness, because I know a lot of people are put in a similar position to us, and they get a little too big-headed, and we just don't want that to happen to us. We just want to go out and prepare and work the same way we always worked.
How coachable are you now at center?
I don't know. I just kind of try to do whatever Borb says. It's not too much different than guard as far as steps go. I don't really feel like I'm too much different of a player. I enjoy playing center, but there's not too much difference in it. And the big thing is just getting the snap back there and putting it all together. So everything. Well, we all communicate. Just the past couple of years, we've been making the same line calls as I would if I was at guard. So we all echo everything and identify everything. It's not too much different.
All right.
Thank you, guys.